Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Do not worry, this will not be an hour show or close to an hour like the one I had before. This is welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is 29th of May, about 8 p.m. Central Time, my time. If you have not press that red subscribe button. I implore you to please press it. It's an investment on your part. I'm at 315 right now. My goal is to get to 1,000 by week 1 this season. I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be able to put back into this channel with a microphone, studio equipment, and a good desktop for film and graphics. So whenever I have a certain topic on a video and I'm breaking down certain plays, instead of me doing it just vocally and trying to draw it up for you, I can just show you like every other big dog in, this game does. Guarantee you'll be entertained. You'll be entertained, and I will have a call-in line, just like Law Nation does. I think he's the only one that does. Fans love to be able to vent and to be heard. That is key. I love calling in on his show. Have ever since I started listening. He's the one that inspired me to start my own deal. So I'm at 315. Show's still new. With your help, Cowboys Nation, I can get to 1,000 by week 1, September 10th. But I can't do it without y'all. Please hit that red subscribe button, as we are brothers and sisters in the same cause. We all bleed the same blood, blue and silver. Now, on this video, idea hit me and kind of made sense. Last all season, we traded away Amari Cooper for a 5th-round pick to Cleveland. Just a 5th for peanuts. At that time, really, you probably still argue he's a top 10 receiver. Some might say he's a top 5 receiver when he's playing at the top of his game. We traded him for a 5th-round pick who eventually became the Vanilla Gorilla. I always forget the man's name, not his nickname. Who would lose to Washington on the practice squad? Now, if we would have been patient, we could have traded him for a 2nd, possibly a 1st, especially for a team, like Buffalo or somebody that is, close to, getting over that hump like we are. Say we trade him and we get a late 1st for him, and we draft Tyler Smith, and we also nab a receiver in the 1st round, and he's a playmaker, becomes something special, being that all we had after that was Lamb and Gallup on one leg. And then early in the season, Tolbert, Dennis Houston, Noah Brown, and later in the season, T.Y. Hilton. If we would add Cooper and not traded him, do we beat San Francisco? After Pollard goes down, all we had was Lamb at receiver, Gallup better but still on one leg, and T.Y. as receiver 3 basically, which is, at his age and whatnot, is not the best receiver 3 that you can have. Our offense basically shut down when Pollard went down because we could not pass to open up the run game. They put 7 in the box every play. Elliott ran into a brick wall every play, and Lamb was the only guy they had to worry about. Double him, roll coverage on his side. Gallup still couldn't really get separation that well, nor could T.Y. Hilton. And, Dalton Schultz did what he could. So by giving away Cooper last offseason, did we blow our shot at the Super Bowl last season? Or did we plant the seed to possibly get to more than one Super Bowl from here on out? Because since Lamb was drafted, he's always had, his first 2 seasons, had Gallup and Cooper with him. Took a lot of heat off him. Made him look good. Last season, Cooper's gone. Gallup's coming off an ACL tear. 88 is our only really star guy. All eyes are on him. All coverage is rolled on him. He's getting doubles, sometimes triples. He started off a little rough. By week 7, week 8, he started to really pick up the number 1 role. And without Cooper, he set career highs in targets, catches, yards, touchdowns, and yards per route run. And looks to only get better this season by having Cooks on the squad to keep the defenses on their toes, because they don't want to get beat by the deep ball. And Cooks has been the number 1 wherever he's went. So Lamb is primed to have an even better season this year. Only the third Cowboy in history to have over 100 catches in a year. Only the playmaker and Witten have done that, two Hall of Famers. So, did we, and right now, after last season, CeeDee Lamb is ranked number 9th by PFF in the receiver category. I mean, you can guess who's in front of him. I didn't see the list. I just know he's 9. You can guess Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf are in front of him. The Cheetah, that's 5 right there. So you only got 3 more guys that are in front of him. And if you think hard enough, probably Diggs, and then 2 more, but after this season, I would be surprised if he's a top 5 guy. And going into the 4th year of his rookie contract, and now having a speedster, and having Gallup back on 2 legs, and now Lamb having the confidence to know that he's the alpha number 1 and can take over a game by himself, which he did a couple times late last season. Did we basically give away Cooper a year early and possibly, lose the Super Bowl shot that we had last season? Because I think if we had Cooper, we probably beat the Niners. No guarantee we beat Philly, especially without Pollard. But we probably beat the Niners because Dak and Coop were really on the same page always. But Lamb would not have become the receiver he is now if Cooper was on the team last season. And Lamb, if not last season, this season will be better than Amari Cooper and continue to rise above number 19. Now, did we trade a possible Super Bowl appearance last season for possible multiple Super Bowl appearances this year or the years to come with the new triplets? Because PFF, this is all Pro Football Focus, has Prescott ranked number 10th, best quarterback in the league, Lamb, 9th best receiver in the league, and Pollard, 8th best running back in the league. Last 2 seasons, Pollard has had a 91 run grade, which is pretty damn good. I think only 2 other guys have had a better run grade than that. And with him as running back 1, if we can get a good running back 2 and a good 3 to take, the pressure off him, Pollard's going to put on a show this year. We all know that, especially him being the primary back. Even if Zeke does come back, he'll be number 2. Pollard will be the number 1 guy. So, think about that. Do you think trading Cooper for a 5th, which I don't agree with that. I believe we could have got a 1st or at least a 2nd. And if we wouldn't have got a wide receiver with that pick, we could have got a lineman that could be left guard right now. But you think trading Cooper last offseason was planting a seed to make this team more better and efficient and go further multiple seasons than just last season? I think so. I think it planted a seed to make 88 as good as the last 3 88s. He could possibly be the best 88 that we've had. He's only had 3 seasons. And his stats in his first 3 years eclipse Pearson, Irvin, and Dez's stats. And if Lamb can become that receiver we think he can be that top dog, that number, top three receiver in the league type guy, where Dak can just, throw it up to him at the time. And then with a speedster like Cooks, who will be here for at least 2 years, maybe a 3rd, and Gallup under contract, looking good in OTAs. We shall see. If this team can make it to the championship game or the February game this season, they will be recognized as the 3rd set of triplets. They will finally be recognized as the 3rd set of triplets that we've had. Sad to say, Elliott won't be part of that triplet, but Pollard will be. We had Pearson, Staubach, Dorsett, Irvin, Aikman, and Smith. Those two previous sets of triplets made it to the big dance, won the big dance multiple times. For this group to be recognized in that status, they have to reach a Super Bowl and win at least one. But I think by doing what they did with let 19 go and making 88 become a grown man, that could possibly open the door for us to make it more than once. This team is very young. We have 3 players that are top 25 under 25. Look up the average age. Google the average age of the players on this roster just last season. This team is very, very young, and we can push in all the chips right now and not be selling the farm. Because we have plenty of cap space, plenty of young guys, and every season we bring in a new crop of fresh talent. Ballers that can play. At least 3 to 5 rookies that make instant impacts. Last 2 seasons have been 5 rookies make instant impacts. This year we probably have a good 4 or 5 that make instant impacts. Oh yeah, y'all know DeAndre Hopkins was released, right? Outright released by Arizona. And the biggest Vegas odds have him coming to the Cowboys. You know, that's just a big crock. A lot of people want Hopkins now that he's released. Go out and sign him. Odell Beckham got a $15 million contract by Baltimore, all guaranteed, coming off his second ACL injury. Hasn't played football for the whole season last year, so a year removed from the game, coming off his second tear, and gets $15 million guaranteed from Baltimore. So you know Hopkins is going to want at least that, at least 15 guaranteed, if not more, because he has not had 2 ACL tears. He is going to be 30 or 31 this season, I believe. But a lot of Cowboy fans are clamoring, you know, go sign D-Hop. Jerry Jones has said it would be in the amount that he would write on a check to win one more Super Bowl would be obscene, verbatim. The amount would be obscene that he would write on a check to win one more Super Bowl. Well, that's great, fine and dandy and all. But write that check for an offensive lineman. If we have CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, and DeAndre Hopkins, it's 4 guys that are used to getting the ball a lot, used to getting a lot of targets a game. Lamb and Hopkins are alpha males. Number 1 receiver, alpha males. Brandon Cooks has been the number 1 everywhere he's went up until now. And Michael Gallup has been a 2 and a 3 highly targeted receiver his whole career. So there's only so many balls to go around, and there's going to be a run-first offense. You know, 2 of these big names out of the 4 are not going to get a lot of targets. And that could cause dissension in the locker room. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's Jerry Rice out there, the most selfless player, really, to play at the wide receiver position. If Jerry Rice went 4 games and got 4 targets, 1 target a game, he would start to get, you know, a little frustrated and disgruntled. If we're going to make a move with the cap space that we have, we go offensive line. I know they're saying Tyron Smith's going to be left tackle, Tyler left guard, Biadash at center going on his 4th year, looking better every season. Martin and Steele, if healthy, will be week 1 at right tackle. Go get a good left guard. If we're willing to spend 15 to 20 million on Hopkins, let's go spend 15 to 20 million on a good left guard, even if we got to trade for him. We do that, and our offense is complete. Tyler, or you know what? If everybody wants Ty Smith to be left tackle, let him be a left tackle. and let Tyler, be the backup for a couple games until he goes down, then Tyler can go back to his rightful spot. Tyler Smith will be an all-pro left tackle for 10 years. Probably, he might not make all-pro this year. He'll make the Pro Bowl. But in year 3, he will be all-pro. You best believe that. Offensive line is where we need our money to go. Our defense is set. I don't see who else we could get on defense, really, that would make a huge, huge difference besides Vita Vea or, one of them crazy, monster defensive tackles. We need to see what Mozzie Smith is. Mozzie Smith, as we usually hit on our first-round picks. Only 2 first-round picks we haven't hit on was Mo Claiborne and who else? Taco Charlton. Those are only 2 first-round picks we have not hit on since 2010. So, I think Mozzie's going to be the real deal. I think he's going to be that Russell Maryland, 1991, one technique, run stopping nose tackle with Hankins helping him out. And hopefully Quentin Bohanna can step up his game year 3 at 360 pounds. And then for Lemi Fehoko at about 300 pounds at defensive end, going to play both spots with Osi Odigizua also. I don't know what left guards would be on the trade block right now, but I wouldn't mind trading a first-round pick for next year for a good young left guard. Being that we did not draft one in the draft this season. Like I said, Quentin Nelson probably would not, be available on the trade block, being that they got a rookie quarterback they want to keep upright. But look at the last few drafts and, offer up first and maybe a third in 2025 and, pick up the kid's contract. But a good young left guard. If we want to spend that kind of money, why not? That would solidify our offensive line, make it super strong to where we can really run the ball at will and have a run-first West Coast offense with a top 5, top 3 defense and a top 5 special teams. Hopkins is not what we need now. We got Cooks already. If we didn't have Cooks, it'd be a different story. But we got Cooks. And Cooks' skill set is something that we have needed. I know Hopkins is a better overall receiver, but people are not understanding that Cooks has the speed to make defenses defend us differently. We haven't had that speed of receiver since Rakib Ishmael. We signed him in 99. And then Joey Galloway, who we attained in 2000. We gave 2 firsts for. Well, we didn't give 2 firsts for Brandon Cooks. We gave a 5th, just 1 5th. And he can still blow the top off a defense like nobody's business. And that's going to give CeeDee Lamb many opportunities to just terrorize defenses in the intermediate routes and over the middle. And even on the long ball, too. And Gallup also. So if we're going to spend any kind of big money and make any kind of big investment, let it be O-line, because Tyron Smith, his base salary is $3 million now. It went from 17 to 3. $14 million difference. So now, if Ty Smith was healthy, his salary would still be $17 million. But it's not. It's $3 million. Tyler Smith is on the second deal of his rookie contract. So we can afford to go out and get a high-price left guard. Whether he's young or he's late 20s, it doesn't matter. Or even if he's 30, 31 and has a year or 2 left on his deal. It would be a good rental to make the home run stretch that we're trying to do. And that's get to February, get to Vegas. That's pretty much it for this episode. 20 minutes opposed to an hour. Trying to cut them down more so I'm not so long-winded. Please hit that red subscribe button. Every subscriber counts. I'm at 315. DC Nation, give me to 1,000 by week 1. I guarantee you will not regret it. Like I said, it'll be an investment on your part. You will be entertained. My live shows will be live, if you know what I mean. A call-in line, film sessions, a whole 9 yards. I've got 30 years of the game up in here, a Rolodex of information you wouldn't believe. I played my whole youth. I know everything there is to know about this game, I think. But hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, like my future says. Helps beat the algorithms, helps get your video viewed more. Support my channel, guys, and I will repay y'all tenfold. Put God first and foremost. He comes before everything, even this. Seek Him in His righteousness, and everything else in your life will fall into place. I'm a living testimony of that. So, that's it for this episode. Was giving Cooper away last season and putting CeeDee Lamb in the fire, planting a seed for bigger success to come in the near future. And the money we have, should we spend it on going after a older receiver like Hopkins, or going for that big time left guard to solidify this offensive line, or even maybe going for a top-notch center? You know what I mean? That's not out of the question either. We'll see, guys. We'll see what the Joneses and Will McClay have in store. I know Steven likes his guys, but 22 million available in cap space June 1st with this roster, and you got a chance to lock it up and go into training camp with 0 question marks. You got to take advantage of that. You don't go into training camp and go into the season with that 22 million still there. Go out there aggressively, look and search, trade, or sign a left guard and get that power back. Bring back Zeke wearing 15. If you got to humor him with a 1-year deal by giving him a couple more million, do it, because he'll be worth it. And he knows the team, he knows the players, and he's a leader in the locker room for us. That's it for this episode, guys. Keep it cool, calm. Had a good holiday weekend. Enjoy your 4-day work week. And I'll see y'all guys on the flip side. Please subscribe, like, and share. Y'all see me again soon. This season is going to be special. I have not seen a roster this good since I was in 3rd grade, and that was a 95 season. Have not seen a roster that we've had this good since I was in 3rd grade. This is better than the 07. This is better than the 99 roster. I don't know if you look up the 99 roster. We started off 3-0. Irvin breaks his neck week 4. Season goes to crap. Better than the 07 roster. Better than the 14 roster, the 16, 18, and the last 2 years rosters. We are the real deal this season. We are the #1 team in the NFC. I don't care if the Eagles won it last year or not. We are the better team going into this season. Charles in Charge is out.